4 of Sun Salutations on the road to 108. Today will be a little bit different. I'm currently getting prolotherapy injections into my knee, and so yeah, just cannot do a full Sun Salutation right now. Which like when I was first gonna get them done, I was like, girl, you like, I'm encouraged to still move my body and things like with the injections, right? Like not just immobilize my knee, right? But like there's also levels to moving your knee while it's inflamed and swollen and hurts. So then I was like, okay, cool, really good opportunity to practice something different, which is chair yoga. So I'll be doing Sun Salutations at least today and tomorrow in a chair yoga style, but doesn't mean things are going to change. And also just really good practice for like if I needed to ever or wanted to teach a chair yoga class. Down, try it. Yeah, so that'll be today's style. Some things that I am going to be focusing on, of course, is going to be a breathing signal, breathing warning. I don't want to say breathing cue, but you know, and a movement, as well as doing some things that will help with planks. Cause yeah, no, looking at yesterday's video, they were not the form was not there. And yeah. And today, easy pose, of course, is gonna look different, which, hey, that worked out. Until I find the one that works for me. But I'll be kind of sitting back enough in my chair where like I'm able to have my feet comfortably on the ground and move my legs like pretty easily and feel supported. Yep, okay, ADHD rant. Alright, so yeah, gonna still focus on posture, focus on plank, focus on breathing. I think that's it. So just gonna get started with today by coming into like an easy seat. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm not gonna keep my knees kind of like at a 90-degree angle. I'm like kind of forcing everything to remain at that. Definitely, again, one of the things that I need to work on is like loosening my muscles at times. So for this practice, keeping my, as I'm sitting right now, keeping my legs loose, but like using my core more to sit up straight and have an elongated spine. Okay. And extensions. Gonna do a warm up. So looks a little different because I'll be using different parts of my body while on a chair. But arms will still be used, so we'll do some arms over our head. Which is okay, which is okay. Arms down. But as we learned yesterday, start with smaller ranges of motions. So roll your shoulders up and back. And roll them forward. Then I'd say a cat-cow, a seated cat-cow. So inhale, push your spine back, rolling your shoulders forward, and bringing your chin down towards your chest. Feeling that slight pull at the back of your neck. Inhale. Inhale. Push your stomach forward. Pull your shoulders back and together. Cow. And exhale. Fold forward again, rolling your shoulders to the front, pushing that spine back. Inhale, pulling our chest through to the front, rolling our shoulders back, lifting our head slightly up to the ceiling, making a C with our spine. Don't really like that cue. Gonna keep working on it. And exhaling, rolling our shoulders forward and pushing our back out into a seated cat. Let's do a forward fold down, touching the ground if we can. And then inhaling to halfway to seated halfway lift, just having your chest be parallel to the ground, trying to form trying to make our back flat along the floor. And exhale, forward fold. If our hands need to go further for a deeper stretch, place your palms up and face place the back of your palms onto the ground, facing, having your fingers pointed to you, and pull them slightly under your chin. Nice pull. And inhale, coming back to sit. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright. So let's get started with our practice. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms heart center. Beginning of our Sun Salutations. Inhale, arms up. Slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Come up to seated pose. And lifting our head up to the ceiling while pulling our shoulders behind our back. And exhale, forward fold. Reaching our hands out in front of our feet as far as they can go. And then pushing ourselves back up till our arms reach above our head. And exhale, palms to heart center. Cueing that's gonna be fun. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Come up to seated. Inhale. Bring our shoulders back, lifting our head up. Seated. Seated cobra. And exhale, release your shoulders and begin to forward fold down to the ground. Placing our hands, stretching our hands out in front of our feet as far as they can go. Creating that down dog. And pushing away. Inhale, pushing away, lifting our arms up. And exhale, bring our hands back to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, seated position. Inhale. Shoulders back. Seated cobra. Exhale, forward fold So your hands are on the floor directly in front of your feet. As many fingers flat as you can to create a down dog. And inhale. Sweep your arms up as you come to seated. Exhale. It's the heart center. Okay, something that is coming to mind right now is if I should do another forward fold after. I should do another forward fold after the down dog, which replaces the lunge. I don't know if it's in this. Let's see. Okay. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Inhale, lunge, exhale. That's a suspend the breath. Okay. I'm cueing a suspend the breath. That won't work. Okay. So in this chair pose, I'm trying to still use the 12 count Sun Salutation, where there's a high lunge included, and there's a space in that flow where you I want to say retain the breath, but it may be sustain the breath. And Heike, in this moment, I don't know if they necessarily mean the same thing, because when I hear the word retain the breath, I think you just took an inhale and you're moving, but sustain, I guess it's like rest, and something like that's what you do on the exhale. I'm gonna have to check it. I know judges say that in courtroom when an attorney has an objection and they agree, I think. So just kind of fact check me at the end of this. Yeah, okay, so going through the flow, remembering that there's one pause in a breath for a movement, and then the other one is incorporating a forward fold while doing as well. Incorporating a half lift on the back end side. Okay. Also, I know when I started, I had my feet out, but moving back into that 90-degree position for those Sun Salutations. However, that is starting to bother my knee in this moment. So I am going to offer as an alternative, even for myself, is to have my legs slightly more than a 90-degree angle, where my knees are at a comfortable position, but my feet are absolutely still flat on the ground. Yeah, okay. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And pushing ourselves up. Let's do that section again. Okay, so inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. It'll be exhale, sit up. Halfway lift is really the lunge, and then you hold your breath from your lunge to the plank. Okay, you hold your breath from the lunge to the plank. You exhale, going down. So I'd say, exhale, going down from the lunge. Inhaling, spreading the breath. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, sit up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Okay. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, sit up. Inhale, arms, shoulders touching. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, sit up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, sit up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms, heart center. To mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, sit up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forward fold. down dog. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, sit up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forward fold. Down dog. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, full seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated position. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated pose. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, seated. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, seated. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. So cool down. This is a little different. Especially because like I've been sitting this whole time. But I definitely would stretch out my legs. I wonder if I would have people stand. I think it's gonna depend on circumstances, right? Like maybe if it was like senior citizens, maybe not standing until we finish like doing a complete cool down, but like them moving their legs and kicking their legs. But like if it was office yoga, maybe. Your arms are already up in there, why not stand up anyway? Yeah, definitely leg movement, standing up. Definitely some kicks if possible. definitely rotate the foot. Been sitting for a minute. Wake that foot up if it was asleep. What else? I would definitely do some like side bends. It's been very vertical in this. Just to wake the sides of the body up. I don't know if this is like real. But I had a yoga teacher that was like, don't do full neck circles. Like, you can go side to side, and like you can go like right to left, and then left to right. But then like you should stop and then do backwards, right to left, left to right, like not the full 360 degrees. And like, I don't know, maybe this is like 2 years ago, but I'm still curious as to like, that's like the whole thing. So I don't know. But in case it's real, I've definitely been applying it. So definitely half neck rolls. What else would I do for that kind of cool down? Like, I think the arms are pretty moved. And it wasn't a lot on the shoulders. So not even, I don't think I would do these. This doesn't necessarily feel like the right stretch for that. That's gotta be part of my homework. I just, like, definitely, again, twist. That I would definitely do. Leg movement, I would definitely do. But for the arms, what would you like to cool this down? Because that's, and it's like you're not putting extra pressure on it. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, look at that. I'm gonna go back and review my counts. Cause I know I had like I can also just do it now. So like, it was inhale, arms up, 1, exhale, forward fold, 2, inhale, half lift, 3, exhale, sit, 4, inhale, cobra, 5, exhale, down dog, 6, inhale, half lift, 7, exhale, sit up, 8, inhale, arms up, 9, exhale, palms down, 10. Yeah, so I'm missing something because that was a 10 count and it's supposed to be 12 movements. All right, so 1, I think it's exhale actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, and this is where, okay, so when I was getting tripped up earlier, the whole suspend the breath thing, this is where I'm not sure if it gets applied to this or like where, or if I'm adding an extra count. Yeah, so 1, nope, 1, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Getting 11. Because you didn't open this 12. If 12's an inhale out, then yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Inhale, yeah. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So where I get lost in the counts. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so this round to help for like word movement. But then I started to also like my inhales are going to be on even numbers. Which is also where I'm gonna have to just go back and look, because I swore it started on an exhale and also ended on an exhale. I feel like for mountain pose you do exhale, but I feel like you go from here, or it's probably like a here out and not like a here ooh, which means one of them would need to suspend the breath, which typically when you go into plank, we're not going into plank, it's kind of like that push up is like the plank, moving into plank and then exhaling down. That's like your, like going like this is your down. So yeah, something I'll need to go through. Yeah, definitely work on my cues, got better at that towards the end. So we'll just keep practicing. And for planks and getting ready for those, definitely going to be doing some like wall presses, if you will. So I'll have more space when I do them, but just getting back into the motion of using my shoulders to improve my form with the plank. And then when I'm back with my knee, I'll be doing some modified planks while I focus on my form, and then we'll move to full planks. But this is about getting better as I go, and just, you know, taking it easy in my body. There's no real rush to jump back into things. And like we have a deadline to meet as well. So just something I'm keeping in mind for myself. Also, one of the things that like is really hard for me for when it comes to yoga is that like I love like when I'm in the zone of like yoga, of just like closing my eyes, like it's in a meditative state, and like that's also where I'm cruising through if I'm like Sun Salutations. But it's definitely also where I lose count. It's where I'm not sure, like, is this the first time I did this or the second time I did this? So that's just something that I need to continue to be present on in my own practice, as well as like making sure I don't get in my zone while I'm teaching. So, yep, that's day 4. We did it, and we'll be back tomorrow on this road to 108. Me, I'll be back.